On the other side are beautiful twins. So who will you choose? After Zhu Minglang arrived at the Hanmen banquet organized by Prince Jiting, truly persecuted by the crown prince, let him give the right to rule the city of Zulong, or on the basis of solidarity with the outside world. Otherwise, all that awaits us is death. Zhu Minglang really wanted to laugh when he heard that. He asked the prince, "Isn't it very united now? Everyone still gathers together on such a noisy night. Dinner with delicious food and wine." The prince understood the meaning of Zhu Minglang's refusal. It means using the will of the king. What about getting this land back? Zhu Minglang replied nonchalantly. Zhu Minyashan's sword sect is the power here. You entrust the emperor's will to Zhu Tiangguan and the old sword emperor. What's the use of giving him an idle boy? You have? Zhu Minglang is cold in his heart. The prince was very unhappy with Zhu Minglang's attitude. He said angrily, "You are the one who doesn't know how to judge the situation. I'll regret it after dawn." Zhu Minglang waved his hand to express that he has never regretted it. At the same time, Zhu Minglang is also certain the royal family already has a supporter. You can't judge first. Now the words of the twin prince revealed. Zhu Minglang followed. Sitting next to you wearing Light in Hoa and Nam Lin. Suddenly a melodious voice resounded. It was Zhu Minglang Yun's name that was shouted. I see her walking slowly. Cross your arms and say provocatively, "Husband, why are you sitting with two odd wives?" Zhu Mingka immediately extended his large hand. The beauties around her were displeased and said, "This female priest, the person in front of me is my wife who is currently married." But suddenly Zhu Minglang noticed. Looks like a cold came to him. I saw Nan Lingsha picking up her own light. The beauty of the beautiful area gave Zhu Minglang a fierce look. That expression seemed to be speaking clearly to Zhu Minglang. If you don't let go, you're over. Zhu Minglang coughed out of embarrassment. Bian Chan is obsessed with the truth. Quickly change hands. Go to another beauty on the right-hand side of the building. Lady Wen Ling slowly bent down. Putting her cheek in front of Zhu Minglang, she continued to provocatively say, "Yes or no. It doesn't depend on you." Facing that explosive body, Zhu Minglang couldn't help but roll his eyes to the side. While planning in my head, I am a tall, handsome man. How can you bow to the majesty of the king of your daughter's country? And Buff Wang Venlin once again came out to force everyone. Zhu Minglang, you should be clear. Our country of love either accepts many marriages or attachments. Never allowed to marry us. The saying that a man from Sa country takes a concubine. I can change the national regulations of our small country for you. Seeing that, Zhu Minglang quickly shouted at the woman behind Count Wen Lang. Wen Mengru, sister, you didn't take medicine today, right? Help her. On hearing this, Wen Mengru couldn't help but whisper persuasively, "Sister, after you come here, haven't you also heard many stories about them? Apparently they hired a husband earlier than you. Sister, why did you break up?" Buff Wang Venlin fiercely glared at Wen Mon Van. "I want you to talk." At this moment, Zhu Minglang's voice rang out. Buff Wang Venlan now faces foreign enemies. You don't worry about Jiting's fate at all. I'm still thinking here. Forcing an impossible relationship. I really don't know whether to say you're a big-hearted person or fearless. Hear the words of Zhu Minglang. Lady Wen Ling couldn't help but be moved. Does this guy know anything? This made her no longer bothered with it. So I said one thing. Serving your husband tonight is up to two people. After saying this, concubine Wen Ling wanted to turn around and leave. But the little Prince Zhao Yu came and said, "Princess Luo Shui wants to have a few words with you." Concubine Wen Ling looked at Zhao Yu and didn't even look at it. He even directly declined Prince Zhao Ying's invitation. Concubine Wen Lin has Chu Min Lang in her eyes right now. She is cold in her heart. As long as you conquer the world, you conquer man. Zhu Minglang, after all, you're still mine. And at this moment, a sound of unhappiness resounded. The god behind Buff Wang Ven Lin seems to have a lot of background. Why don't you follow her? Listen to the tune. Zhu Minglang knows Nan Lingsha. I don't know when to change to Nan Yuzi. So Zhu Minglang asked, "I'm here and you have to take over. You can accept." Nan Yuing said it doesn't matter. I don't feel anything for you anyway. I can even help you convince your sisters. Xinhua can't listen anymore. This girl is out of control. How dare you say anything without shame? At this time, the prince presiding over the banquet came out. He said it out loud. Please come tonight. It's just to show you a way to live. But if someone is still stupid, only one result. That's death.